What's going on? I came across a video from 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. The title of the video caught my attention because it's something I addressed in a previous video of mine. The title reads, Carmelo Anthony decodes Mikal Bridges' strong message to Tom Thibodeau. Now, the message they're talking about before we start the video is Mikal Bridges crying and trying to have a conversation with Tom Thibodeau about playing too much or playing too many minutes or wanting other players to come off the bench and get more minutes and take the load off of him. And then I hear people like condoning this shit. Say, oh yeah, well, Tom Thibodeau, and even on ESPN they were doing this shit. Stephen A. Smith especially. Oh, Tom Thibodeau, he runs his players into the ground. Man, get the fuck out of here with that lame ass, soft ass shit. That's what a coach is supposed to do. And that's what your body should be prepared for. To be ran into the fucking ground, nigga. And the reason why motherfuckers is so tired and getting hurt so much these days, because I heard this from Magic Johnson in an interview he did with Byron Scott. And he's absolutely right. You motherfuckers don't take training camp serious, and training camp isn't what it used to be. It's not as long as it used to be, and I'm sure it's definitely not as intense as it used to be. That's why these motherfuckers' bodies are breaking down like they are here in recent years. You got niggas tearing their Achilles, their ACL, all kind of shit at a high rate now. This was never the case back in the day. And that's all because you motherfuckers aren't in tip-top condition. And I mean physically. You probably are in regards to cardio, but physically, these niggas aren't in tip-top condition, so their bodies break down mid to late season, like what's going on right now. And that's what's led to a lot of this weak-ass load management shit as well. But let's never forget, thank Greg Popovich, one of the most overrated coaches in NBA history. Now let's get back to the subject. So Mikal Bridges, a couple of weeks ago, it may have been a week ago, went up to Tom Thibodeau after a game to, I guess, initiate a conversation. Maybe they had it, maybe they didn't. Tom Thibodeau denied it. He said, fuck out of here, nigga. But I guess Mikal Bridges wanted to have a talk with Tom Thibodeau about him playing too much and he needs rest. And Tom Thibodeau, I'm sure he's looking at this nigga like, what? Man, get out my face, man. That's why he didn't want to have the conversation. And then they asked Tom Thibodeau about it in the post-game interview, because I guess they had got word that Mikal Bridges tried to have a conversation with him about playing too much. And Tom Thibodeau denied it. He said, oh, no, we didn't have a conversation. How I took it is he was like, man, fuck out of here, man. Yeah, he tried to talk to me about that shit, but I blew that shit off, man. Don't come to me crying about playing too much, nigga. The fuck? I'm the motherfucking coach. I got the Knicks playing the best that we've played in a long time. The past couple of years, ever since I've been the coach, really, since 2020. Tom Thibodeau has had the Knicks playing not great basketball, but better than previous years, especially with Carmelo Anthony. And I'll get on him another time. He just hasn't given me a reason to, but he will. But Carmelo Anthony's one of the most overrated basketball players ever as well. But Tom Thibodeau's been having the Knicks playing well since 2020. And in the past couple of years, he's had them playing better than ever. Well, better, like I said, the best since the 90s. So Tom Thibodeau knows what the fuck he's doing. And if Mikal Bridges, and I guess he's speaking for everybody, if Mikal Bridges and the rest of these lame ass, soft ass motherfuckers have a problem with playing too much, then go sit your ass on the bench and don't worry about playing until I put you back in the game. That's what Tom Thibodeau needs to do. But he's a coach. He wants to win. He wants to maximize his players and get the best out of his players, like a coach is supposed to do. He's not running anybody into the ground. Mikal Bridges has played 7, and then I heard Stephen A. Smith on ESPN the day after that trying to justify, oh, Mikal Bridges, He's an Iron Man. He's played 482 game seasons. And he's never complained. You have a player that's never complained, and he's coming to you telling you he needs rest. Man, Tom Thibodeau probably like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. You don't need no rest. You got motherfuckers like Michael Finley back in the day. Used to lead the league in minutes played at 40 or more than 40. Allen Iverson used to play almost 42 minutes a game. And then you have the pinnacle. Not in regards to minutes a game, but in regards to games played in his career. So you got Stephen A. justifying 482 game seasons. John Stockton, the pinnacle of Iron Men that have come and gone in the NBA, played 19 seasons. This man, well, let me start here. Mikal Bridges has played 7 years. He's played 82 games 4 times. He played 72 games in that first 7 years due to the, and that was the whole season, but that was due to the COVID break. So you play 82 games 4 times in your first 7 years. And you play 72 games, which was a full season, but you had a 4-month break. I want to say 3 or 4 month break because of COVID. John Stockton's first 7 years, he played 82 games 6 times and played 78 games in 1989, 1990. That 78 games was the only time John Stockton didn't play a full season or 82 games. In the 1998-99 season, it was only 50 games because of a lockout. John Stockton played all 50 games. So John Stockton, his 19-year career in a more grueling, physical, real basketball game, played all the fucking games of his career. Except for what? 89, 78, 79, 80, 81. He only missed 4 games his whole career. And you never heard him cry or complain. And he made it to the playoffs every year of his career. In mid to deep playoff runs. And you got some nigga that's only played 7 years in a soft ass jump shooting league where the floor is spread, not physical at all, crying about playing 82 games 4 times in his career. No, not crying about playing the 82 games, but crying about playing too much. And you got motherfuckers trying to justify it by saying, oh, he's played 82 games 4 times in his career. So fucking what, man? Nobody trying to hear that shit. If John Stockton wasn't complaining, I don't want to hear nobody complain. And like I said, back in the day, niggas, playing time used to be the thing. How much playing time you get? You get any tick? You get any burn? Or you riding the bench? Ah, you a bench warmer. Niggas don't even want to come out the game. Niggas come out the game, they mad. Now you got niggas crying because they're playing too much. Boy, let's get this video started.
Not a member of the minutes police, but it's got to be a question because Mikal brought it to the media, and now it is a question for all of us.
Respectfully,
as the Knicks continue to get healthy heading into this playoff stretch. I have to ask.
Man, before he asks this question, who the fuck is this nigga?
No. Do the Knicks have a Tom Thibodeau problem?
Okay.
Now, before Monica McUgly makes her statement, now she got a cute smile, so let me stop. Nigga, no, the Knicks don't have a Tom Thibodeau problem. Like I stated before, the Knicks have been playing better than they've played since the 90s, or been playing, they've been playing better than they've ever played since the 90s. With Tom Thibodeau coaching them. Since 2020, Tom Thibodeau has turned that program or that organization around in regards to the basketball they play on the floor. Phil Jackson couldn't do it. Whoever the fuck they coach was when Carmelo was playing couldn't do it. Tom Thibodeau has turned the Knicks around, especially he was hired in 2020, but especially in the 2020s. And y'all having the best season y'all have had in a long time this year because Tom Thibodeau knows what the fuck he's doing and he's a good coach. It's like these days, man, if you're a good coach, it's almost a sin to be a good coach. You got to be one of these coaches that sit on the sidelines and don't say anything, don't get upset, don't get on players, are so passive that it's ridiculous. But when you got a real coach trying to get the most out of his players and the best out of his players, these niggas are crying. And I don't give a fuck who's on the bench for the motherfucking New York Knicks, man. Fuck them. Y'all gonna play. The starters are gonna play as many minutes as I need them to. And the only reason why players are crying about playing too much, I guess, these days, is because they're not in tip-top physical shape, man. And if Tom Thibodeau runs his players into the ground, like I hear these lame-ass motherfuckers in the comments the last time I did a video about this, and I heard sports analysts say this shit, more specifically ESPN. If Tom Thibodeau runs his players into the ground, or you feel like you're being ran into the ground, that's because you're not in condition. You're not in tip-top shape or condition. It's like I said, I heard Magic Johnson say it in an interview with Byron Scott, and I totally agree. You niggas don't take training camp serious, and training camp isn't as long or isn't as intense as it used to be. Along with that, these motherfuckers do fluff workouts, strength and conditioning, and that's why their bodies break down mid to late season all the time. And that's why we've had so many injuries in the game of basketball, especially in the NBA, over the past 10 years. You got motherfuckers tearing their Achilles at a high rate, tearing their ACL at a high rate. And that's because you motherfuckers aren't in the best physical condition. And that's because you guys don't prepare for an 82-game season like you should. And that's why a lot of you motherfuckers can't play 82 games and have to load manage and shit. And let's not forget, Greg Popovich, one of the most overrated coaches in NBA history, started that load management shit. So let's never get away from who started this shit. And the reason why you motherfuckers load manage is because you're not in the best physical shape. Because you don't take the preseason and the offseason as serious as you should. Yeah, you do a lot of individual workouts, a lot of shooting and working on your triple step back and all this bullshit. But the strength and conditioning training is trash. And I guess they think they're doing something so they're doing something that's sophisticated, so that's better, and things have evolved. Nah, man, some stuff doesn't need to change. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Before you go, I was present at the Mikal Bridges shoot-around availability when he said that.
Okay. Give it context.
I think Bondi might ask a question from the New York Post. It was not I told Tibbs we didn't want to play. It was much more we have confidence in the guys coming off our bench.
Communicating.
Yes. Right? Yes. Yeah, it was not I think it got...
Man, you don't need to be worried about the guys coming off your bench, Mikal Bridges. You ain't the fucking leader of the team. So you need to just go out there and play and do what you're supposed to do. Because really the Knicks brought you in because they thought you were going to add value to the team and put them over the hump, which you haven't done yet. So really, they probably need to sit your weak ass down. Since you crying so much about playing so much and you really not producing like they thought you would, the reason why they brought you in, maybe they do need to sit your ass down. And when we sit your motherfucking ass down, don't cry about getting in the game. We'll put you back in when we want to, since you crying so much, since you got a problem with playing so much. And I just want to address real quick. John Stockton played 82 games. Let's see. He only, in 1997-98, the last year he went to the finals with the Jazz, he played 64 games. So John Stockton played every game of his career but one season, 97-98, where they played 64 games. Oh, and I forgot. 89, 90, 78 games. So I take that back. John Stockton had 2 out of 19 years where he didn't play 82 games or a full season. And like I said, in 98, 99 was a lockout. So he played all the games that season, 50 games. And in that time, John Stockton led the league twice in steals. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons straight in assists, along with deep playoff runs. Man, miss me with this soft ass shit, man. And this justification of this soft ass shit from these motherfuckers.
Played as if like I don't want to play. That's not the way he was saying. He was leaning on.
Oh yeah. And let me get back to it. Don't worry about your teammates, nigga. Just go out there and do what you're supposed to do. I'll put it in, and I'm speaking from Tom Thibodeau's perspective. I'll put them in when I feel like putting them in. But right now, I'm maximizing my starters and best players because that's what a coach is supposed to do. Bring out the best and maximize their players. So for Mikal Bridges to be crying and shit, and for motherfuckers to be justifying it is what's wrong with the NBA today. And trying to villainize Tom Thibodeau. He's ran players into the ground in the past. Shut the fuck up. If these niggas are that soft, they don't need to be playing at all. Just put them on the bench, Tom. And I bet when they ass start getting bench splinters, that's what they used to call it. When they start getting bench splinters, I bet they motherfucking ass gonna stop crying and want to play then. And I hope Carmelo Anthony ain't about to be on some bullshit because I know Carmelo Anthony never wanted to come out of game. And Carmelo Anthony was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. So he knows about playing time and how important it was to players back in the day to get as much playing time as they could.
Boy, I was chilling. Y'all know how post shoot around scrums are.
Of course.
He just was like, yeah, like our bench guys are playing well. Like if the starters don't have to,
He's trying
like
to
they
do
can.
a solid for the bench.
It
Yo,
was
get
it
them
was
in the-
much
get them in the
more
game.
about supporting the bench than anything else. I just want to put that out there.
First and foremost, the Knicks don't have a team. I don't give a fuck who's on their bench. The Knicks don't have a team where, like the Oklahoma City Thunder, where they can sit their starters and still have a good outing and still win. They don't have a team like that. So no, Tom Thibodeau's not gonna just play the bench players more because this nigga's crying or they feel like, oh well they're good on the bench. They can get it done. We just need to rest some. Like, nigga, shut up, boy. We good. We ain't that good. So you gonna be out here playing. The fuck out of here, man. And I guess he's speaking for other players. No, he ain't. Because I guarantee you other players, even if they do feel like they getting ran into the ground, nigga, they want to play. And back in the day, if you let another, and that's how trash the NBA is now, because back in the day, motherfucker can take your spot. You start crying about playing too much. You want to rest? Okay. Motherfucker come in and start playing well, well, we going to start him, buddy. Man, get your shit together, Mikal Bridges. And shut up, Monica McUgly, trying to justify this shit.
How that go, though? You know.
As soon as he said it, I was like, ooh.
The minutes police was already out there.
I was like, oh, no.
There's no team, there's no coach that is more tied in with how many minutes that starters and important players play than Tom Thibodeau. So the moment a important starter, not just an important starter, a guy who has never missed a game. That nigga tired. Anything in the sense of, you know this guy's gonna play too. That's what it really.
And if that nigga tired, like Melo just said, it's because he's not in great physical shape or condition. As I just told you, man, John Stockton played 19 seasons. 17 of those 19, he played all 82 games. Or in the lockout season 50, which was all the games. In a more physical, more grueling, better league where they play real basketball. And on top of that, going into the playoffs and making deep playoff runs, if not the finals. So if Mikal Bridges is tired, he need to get his scrawny, skinny ass in the weight room and get more physically stronger, mentally stronger, and I guess cardio, get in better shape in regards to cardio. There's no way you should be complaining about playing too much. And I guess you've never I heard Stephen A say he's never complained before. So what? That nigga shouldn't start doing that weak shit now. Fuck out of here.
Yo, this shit catching up to him, man.
Yeah, like, yo.
You ain't Iron Man no more. Nah, you're not Iron Man any fucking more. So
It ain't possible. It ain't possible.
Miss a couple games.
It ain't possible.
like, but on the flip side of that, honestly, I'm sitting here listening to that, and I'm like, there's no way in hell as a player, knowing what we like. Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm mad if I come out the game. Tibbs, you better not take me out the game. We got.
Thank you, sir. I'm so glad he wasn't on that bullshit like Monica McNutt, Stephen A, this cornball sitting across from him. Thank you, Melo. I was gonna say, please don't disappoint me, Melo, because I had my feelings about Melo and his game. Well, not about Melo as a person, but his game and his career in the NBA. But that's what I mentioned earlier. Melo, you were born in the 80s. We're from the same generation. I know you ain't about to start that bullshit condoning this shit. Thank you, Melo. But let's not speak too soon. It ain't over.
We gotta lock the fuck in. Don't take me out the game.
Mind you, at this point, that scrum, Jalen Brunson had gone down now.
Yeah, like I'm
So like
not-
the minutes going up, bro.
Nah, pardon. 8, 9, 10. Nah,
Right.
we in.
And Monica McNutt made a good point, and I pointed this out in my previous video without her assistance. If Jalen Brunson, because Mikal Bridges, that's when it happened, a little bit after Jalen Brunson turned his ankle and got hurt. Mikal Bridges, I don't know if it's because you had to step up your game or take on a larger load because Jalen Brunson is hurt right now. And I know Mikal Bridges came from somewhere else. But nigga, that's all it is. You just not used to this load. You just not used to having to really carry. Like you're having to carry more than you ever had because Jalen Brunson is out. And this is a good team now. You don't play on some, I think it was the Nets. You don't play on some trash ass team like the Nets. Play for the Knicks now, nigga. Under Tom Thibodeau, we're doing good. You have to step your game up even more now that Jalen Brunson's gone. So if you can't handle it, go sit the fuck down, man. Give me the money back. Go sit down. Fuck out of here, man. Because that's all it is. You just feel like you need a rest or something because you've had to take on a larger load. And maybe Mikal Bridges can't handle it. That's why he's not an NBA All-Star or at the level that Carmelo was, so to speak. Let's just use Carmelo as an example. That's why you're not, or Jalen Brunson. That's why you're not on that level. So maybe you are tired because you had to take on, an extra load because Jalen Brunson's gone. But if that's the case, bro, then go sit your ass down. Like I said, give me the money. Bring your check back, nigga. And go sit down. Lame ass nigga.
It's Tibbs. We locked in. Let's go. Like for me, like I'm again, it's not a comparison, but it's like the mindset. I don't want to come out the fucking game.
Nah.
I'm mad if I come out the game.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never even how like you saying minutes. When you playing, you never even
not
know how
thinking
many
about
minutes
no
you playing.
Yeah,
You're like,
just
yo,
adapt, yeah.
I played the whole game. I didn't even notice. Like, yo,
Thank you, sir. And Rudy Gay is from the same generation as well. And I didn't even notice he was sitting on the couch. But thank you, sir. The fuck? Niggas didn't even recognize they played that many minutes. Nigga, we just out there playing. And like Melo said, don't take me out. Niggas used to get mad they had to come out. And a bench player came into the game. It ain't that we don't care about our teammates on the bench and shit like that. But nigga, don't take me out. The fuck? I'm out here cooking, scoring, nigga, playing good defense, all that. Why am I coming out? That's how people used to think back in the day, especially from the generation that Rudy Gay and Carmelo Anthony's from. So that all that is this soft ass generation playing in the NBA now, man. That's what the NBA's come. This is what the NBA has come to, man. Niggas crying about playing too many minutes. Cause they play 82 games for 4 out of 7 seasons. The fuck out of here, bro. And he played 72 games in the COVID season. But nigga, you got a 3-4 month rest in between.
Because you weren't a Knick before. If you were a Knick, people will know immediately. Like, yo, you gotta sit him down.
I led the league I was up there in the league in minutes at one point in my career, and it's like it just felt like another game. You're competitive. You want to be out there, even when you're sitting up, man. When you going to put me back in? When you going to go back in? You sitting there like, if you're competitive, and this is a team that's really competitive. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, granted, I don't think. Obviously the media does certain things and manipulate stories and situations, but as far as with that, I mean, shit.
I want to hoop.
I want to hoop. I would love to play the Tibbs, bro.
Thank you, sir. Church, nigga, preach, tabernacle, or whatever the fuck they say. That nigga say, I would love to play for Tibbs. Nigga, that's the same way I feel. Like, what? He playing the starters damn near the whole game. Nigga, I want to play on his team. And he know what he's doing and we winning. Yeah, I'm playing for Tom Thibodeau. Nigga. You hear these motherfuckers these days crying. Or he's ran players into the ground in the everywhere he's gone. Niggas was in my comments saying that lame ass shit. Y'all gotta be born in the 90s or after 2000 to feel that way, man. And all you motherfuckers born in the 90s and after 2000, man, y'all are being robbed of a great basketball experience, man. If y'all think this is great basketball or even good basketball, man, y'all are being robbed, man. And I honestly feel sorry for you that Nikola Jokic is you guys' GOAT. LeBron James is you guys' GOAT. The fuck out of here. Niggas crying about playing too many minutes. I feel sorry for you, man.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably would have did the same shit. God damn, I probably would have did the same shit. I probably would have said it a little differently. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
the first time I came on this show, I told a story about you not wanting to come out of the game.
That's a fact. I'm saying
exactly.
You talking about Tibbs? You talking about the Tibbs culture? Mikal Bridges is tired. This guy ain't missed a game since high school, bro. He's tired. Like, he's tired.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson.
Man, that was the standard back in the day, nigga. Hell nah, I ain't missed a game since high school, nigga. And I'm proud of it. The fuck? Niggas is crazy, man. I ain't missed a game since can you imagine, nigga, if Allen Iverson was on the court, man, you would get your fucking money's worth. If Kobe Bryant was on the court, you would get your fucking money's worth. If Michael Jordan was on the court, you would get your fucking money's worth. If John Stockton was on the court, you would get your fucking money's worth, man. What the fuck is going on these days? No, nigga, not only, nigga, are we gonna play you, nigga, you're getting paid millions of dollars, and this is a business at the end of the day, and we have fans and shit and supporters, nigga. You're going to play, and we're going to be successful because you're on the court playing. I don't give a fuck who we have on the bench. We're not gonna be as successful playing them a lot of minutes because you want to rest. Shut your lame ass up.
Or something, man. Like, yo,
Jalen Brunson ain't gonna never say he's tired, but injuries will tell you that you fatigue, your body fatigue, that you're dealing with something, right? We just don't know. We don't have opportunities to take time away from the game to really cater to those little nick and knacks that, you know what I mean?
That's because at the practice, he on the west side highway, he's in traffic. You know what I'm saying? He walking to the bodega. You know what I mean? He doing all that kind of stuff. He got a KIF shooter, like a photo shoot. Like, this is all stuff he's doing, yo. Like, just cut that other shit out. Play basketball,
man. That shit has been done in the past, bro. You know what I mean? That ain't what they do. My guys.
Nah, I believe Melo is just trying to be diplomatic. I don't believe Melo told you himself, nigga, don't take me out. So he's just really trying to be diplomatic, I guess, and play both sides. But you hear Rudy Gay, and Rudy Gay is from the same era as me, nigga. I think Rudy Gay's freshman year was 2004. Freshman year in college was 2004, just like mine. Nigga, do not take me out. And if I'm playing hella minutes, good. The fuck? So Rudy Gay is really the only one making sense in this conversation. Melo was, but he trying to play both sides.
It's locked in over here.
At this point, Mikal can't miss no games. Like
Mikal can't miss no games.
At this point, no, you can't.
If you ain't hurt. But
He the wrong person to ask. He the wrong person to ask. That's really what it was. He's the wrong person to ask.
To his defense, he didn't say that he wanted to sit out.
Correct.
I know.
He
I understand
said,
that.
Yo, we got other guys who should be starting to get ready for the playoffs as well. So we don't have to play that much. Let's build them up to get ready for the playoffs.
So he the wrong.
Yo, shut your ass up. I know what I'm doing. I'm the coach. And no, nigga, whoever the fuck is on the bench for the Knicks, because I don't know who's on the bench for the Knicks, but whoever's on the bench for the Knicks is not going to give us what we need like my starters right now. We don't have that good of a we're a good team, but we don't have that good of a team. We're not the Oklahoma City Thunder. We can't just sit out players or let players rest. Nigga, we're trying to get to the playoffs, and we're trying to win. Now, of course, the Knicks aren't going to go to the finals, but you still have to strive. And that's what Tom Thibodeau is doing, a good coach. Trying to villainize this man for doing his fucking job and maximizing his talent.
That's the political answer.
Y'all talking about media narratives, though.
That is, man, I'm tired of shit, man. Like, that's Tibbs, what we doing, man? I'm tired of shit. Like,
Y'all talk about media narratives. It's already out there with Tibbs. And like you said, anybody could have said that.
Tibbs
It coming out of Mikal Bridges.
Tibbs forever. He adapted to what's going on today.
I think so too. He don't get enough
adapted
credit.
to practice and players and like
You have to.
opening relationships with players. Like Tibbs ain't never had that shit.
Nah.
Okay? So now coming here, he understands like this is new time. This is a new game. I'm dealing with different type of people and players, personalities. So I have to give some type of leeway. I'm still gonna coach, but I got to give some type
I don't
of
think he meant it like with how we talking about it. Like he just
Mikal did.
Yeah,
He
he just
did.
said he didn't. But I
he
went on
dropped
the
30
field.
game
You
winner
read
after
between the
that.
lines.
I'm reading between the lines because I was that. You was that.
Right.
And I stood on that wall.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But I understood. I'm not saying that. Nigga, I'm playing. Tibbs don't take me out. I'd rather you argue about me coming out the game. You know what I mean? Me wanting to come out the game or not wanting to come out the game.
Here's my thing on the whole.
See, that's how you know Melo just playing both sides, nigga. He don't really believe that shit. I'm tired. He tired. Yeah, I mean, he probably coming from the perspective of Mikal Bridges, but Melo ass would be pissed if he had. You seen he he didn't want to not be a starter and come off the bench, let alone coming out the game if he doesn't need to. So fuck out of here, Melo, nigga. Your ass would have never complained when you were playing, especially in your prime. You would have never complained about playing too much, nigga.
The Menace Police thing. It's not like this team is running away with games.
No,
They right
they're
there
only
in
2.5 ahead of Indiana.
I'm saying, like, in terms of so-and-so should be playing because the team is up 20. The other night, we're at the Garden, they gave up that 33-point lead and it got tricky.
The Wizards.
Yeah, the Wizards, right? Ultimately, they won. But I think Tibbs, for all of the adapting of the modern NBA, there's a level of trust and there's a lead in which he feels comfortable.
Absolutely.
Right? And so I think you got to keep guys on the floor unless you are putting your foot on people's necks, and they have not been doing that, especially since Jalen went out.
That
was a good point, Monica. You're absolutely right. And that's what I pointed to earlier. So thank you for giving what I said a little justification. Nigga, the Knicks, we're good, but we're not that good to where we can just sit you out, motherfucker, and play our bench players. Especially with Jalen Brunson gone. Then I can't believe this nigga was crying like that with a key player out. Yes, nigga, you're going to play a lot more. Even if you were playing a lot, you're going to play more now, nigga. And you're going to have to do more. We can't afford, like I said, like the Oklahoma City Thunder, we can't afford all of our players to sit out and play the bench and the bench still hold it down. We ain't that good. We're good. We're turning things around, but we ain't that good. So thank you, Monica McNutt. You finally made some sense.
That is a great point. And to that point, Tibbs is a loyal guy. He's going to who he's loyal to. Who I know is going to be ready in this situation. This time of the year, Tibbs
like a good coach should be.
Understands what we can do. We ain't, to your point, we ain't running away with games. So I got to still coach and balance what my players is, what one of my top players is saying, right? Without making it any issues, I got to balance that, but I also have to coach. So my message would be, if we ain't winning about 15, 20 every night.
Right.
I gotta go with what I trust. And what I trust is Mikal Bridges. What I trust is OG. What I trust is my guys out there on the court. So Tibbs ain't trying to hear none of that other shit. I'm going with what I trust, because y'all as a team is not really doing what y'all supposed to do.
Okay.
If you want to have...
Thank you, Melo. That's how you know Melo don't really rock with that shit. He just being diplomatic. It's like he said, Tibbs ain't trying to hear that shit. And I said that earlier in this conversation. Coach Thibodeau was not trying to hear that shit. That's why when he got to the press conference and they asked him about what Mikal Bridges and him talked about, he denied that shit. Nah, we ain't had no conversation, man. I wasn't trying to hear that shit. And I don't need you asking me about that bullshit. Fuck out of here.
have that time and less minutes, and let's get out the gate. Let's win by 10 plus. Let's be 15 plus. Now you can let the bench come in. But right now you're supposed to be tightening up the screws, not loosening the screws.
Thank you, Melo. So yeah, man. that was a good conversation. And I pretty much, what I got from it is that everybody really agrees that, man, you need to stop crying and complaining. You had Melo and Monica McNutt playing both sides. And I guess they have to do that. Somebody like Rudy Gay, he was over there keeping it real the whole time. Nigga, we ain't never even thought about playing too many minutes or none of that bullshit, man. If you don't get your ass out there and play, I would have loved to play for Tom Thibodeau if that nigga was fucking with me like that and playing me hella minutes and I was barely sitting down. Nigga, hell yeah. What are we doing these days, man? The fuck out of here, Mikal Bridges. And honestly, man, after this season, they need to get rid of Mikal Bridges. I heard Stephen A. talking about, well, should they get rid of Tom Thibodeau? And is Mikal Bridges a good enough player for them to fire Tom Thibodeau over? No. They honestly need to get rid of a motherfucker who isn't all in on having a successful season and who's crying about playing too much and acting like he's advocating for other players to play, because he's really crying and complaining and can't really handle the load now that Jalen Brunson is out of the game. What Mikal Bridges wants to do is just stand on the perimeter and shoot a bunch of fucking jumpers, man. And he hasn't been doing that well because the Knicks brought him in to get him over the hump and to add the last piece to this Villanova crew. And he really hasn't been delivering like they thought. So I think they need to get rid of Mikal Bridges after this weak ass shit. If I was a GM, I would. On everything, you can find another player, bro, to match or be better than Mikal Bridges. That's easy. Man, fuck out of here, Mikal Bridges. And I stand with Tom Thibodeau all day. I'm out.